How we doing? How we doing? Nice to see you guys. Thought I'd get rid of some of these bookmarks I have. Check out news. It's late at night here. I'm not sure how late it is where you're at, but let's get into some of this crazy stuff that happened today and things like that. Fun stuff. Alrighty then. Hopefully everybody's doing good out there. You're doing good? Thumbs up if you're doing good. All right, that's good. Okay, let's click the right button here. That one right there. Yeah. Let's watch this again here.
They let you out?
Yeah, but look, terrorism, Schedule 7.
But what did you actually do for them to suspect that?
They said it's my social media post.
There's only one culture that pours acid on women's faces.
So yeah,
against mass migration and Islam.
Exactly.
Leave the goods alone.
So I had to give them all my passwords for my phone, all my passwords for my social media, all my laptop. Prophet Muhammad slept with a 9-year-old and married a 6-year-old, which makes him a pedophile. So that's what I was saying. And now I'm getting investigated for terrorism. This is way worse than I could ever have thought. I thought I'd just be a normal criminal, like being
UK
done for hate speech, but I don't want to get done for being a terrorist. That's something different. So
I mean, the consequences are more severe.
yeah, well, if I go to jail for being a terrorist, that's a lot.
Craziness. People have the power. Leave it. Vaccine saved RFK kills. What the? Oh, this is outside of the building. TVUSA, where RFK was giving a fireside chat. Six-year-old people that don't read, evidently. They used to like him and all his climate change kind of stuff, but since he works with the Trump administration, for some reason, they don't like him. Craziness out there in the world these days. Oh, let's see what he said here.
I've got barbecue sauce on me. I'm not supposed to be eating that. Hey, it's like I walk around all day with that thing on me. Hey, everybody, walking with. Hey, Bobert. Say hey, Bobert.
Hey, Bert.
Say hey, Luna.
Hey, Bert.
So,
he's got the hotties with him.
And I just are heading over to the world premiere of a movie. But we, the main thing that happened tonight was the Democrat on Democrat violence, I believe is what we call
well,
it.
they tried to point someone for the seat without having a legitimate election.
His name was Garcia, and somebody else, his chief of staff's name was Garcia, so he in turn ran as chief of staff. And they didn't allow people the amount of time to get anybody on the ballot. In Tennessee, that's illegal. There's a law called the Anti-Skullduggery Bill, which was done years ago, and you had a member of a legislative body literally went and handed somebody else's petition in right at the last minute, and there was no way for anybody to run. So in Tennessee now, if the person in office doesn't run, then you have to. There's a period of time, I think a week, where they can file a petition. So anyway, Democrats filed a motion against it. One of their own members. She's a very principled lady, and prayer group with her sometimes. She's nice lady. Family runs they're all mechanics. But anyway, that was the major thing on the floor. A bunch of other bills are a bunch of nonsense, really, reporting bills. I'll rail on that some other time. Anyway, thank y'all for sitting.
Thanks for the heads up. What's Cam Higby doing tonight?
Like somebody watching us with a drone, yeah. The drone is following us. Okay, you said the mosque owns a drone.
Yeah, but it's not that.
But that's not the mosque's.
Yeah, because the mosque usually has a media. You know the media. They have like media there.
Yeah.
They own it. So and they only use it for music, but none of them are here.
Nobody from the mosque is here. Yeah, it is trailing us a little bit here. Yeah, it is following us. For sure it's following us. Yeah. Oh my God! It just stopped right above us. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, just shut its light off. Turn it back on. It's blowing its light at us. People are spamming the chat about a black truck. Oh, the drone went way up high when the chat started talking about the black. Can't even see it. It's leaving now. They talked about the black truck and it's leaving.
Batteries.
Could be batteries. It could be batteries. It could be out of range, or it could be to talk about the black truck. Whoa, there's like somebody watching.
This is
Insurance
crazy lady
renewal
saying here.
from Obamacare. It went from $211 a month to $965 something and change a month. Won't be doing that. And then I saw Trump today talking about we're going to take the money that we gave to the insurance companies and we're going to give it to the American people to counteract the horrible Obamacare. Why break something that isn't broken? Why fix something? You can't fix it. They don't have any better ideas. They don't have any ideas at all. This.
How stupid is she? Did she hear herself?
This administration.
How stupid. I can replay this in a second.
Ugh. Yeah. Tell me, did
You're
you get
what?
yours?
How much what?
How much?
What was the...
I got my insurance renewal from Obamacare.
Insurance renewal from Obamacare. It's telling you how much you have to pay usually. What a stupid woman this person is. All they're doing is playing the Canadian national anthem. There might be some people over there that are from other countries around this situation. Hey, what's going on, Jeffy? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't know what exactly. This is in Canada here. I guess they're playing the national anthem here. I think there's a protest or whatever of some people from another country around here, Muslim countries or something like that, that the police don't like them playing the national anthem for some reason.
National anthem. Don't bother me during the national
It was almost done. What the heck?
property. That's all Canada you just disrespected. Do you understand that? You understand what you just did? You disrespected our country, man. Glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God bless Canada.
No amplification. Not bugging anybody, but if there's an official ordinance, what you're usually supposed to do is show the ordinance, that says that you can't have amplified sound out there, right? I guess they change the rules depending on who does it. What's this about? Here.
January This year?
Correct. I just finished the academy.
You just finished the academy. Okay. All right.
This is confirmed though too. So they hired you on, you had work authorization?
Correct.
And you were able to carry a firearm?
No.
Okay.
On duty, yes. Off duty, no.
So on duty, you could carry a firearm.
State of Illinois, you need a Ford and a CCW to carry a weapon off duty.
But on duty, you could.
Correct.
Wow.
You know, what's crazy about this is I don't know anything about him other than
on-duty police officer illegal alien.
says he loves America. The problem is he's not even a citizen. So he can't own a firearm legally in our country, but he's being given a firearm by the state of Illinois as a police officer in the state. And apparently they just, all you have to have is work authorization in this state. That is insane. You haven't even sworn allegiance to our country yet. And yet we're giving you a firearm. Now, this guy may be a great guy, but how many others are working in our country as police officers who aren't great guys?
Good question. Let's go back up here.
Right now is a lot of that. I mean, like
what's going on in England?
Again, not in the bubble.
Okay, well,
doesn't get in the bubble.
Don't wait a minute. Just tell
really
me.
Doesn't. It's a big.
Yeah, the liberals don't know what's going on in England. They want to go to other countries, right? But they don't want to know what's going on in other countries. They just assume only America is bad.
I don't even want to start with it, but
okay.
It's like just a lot of violence, protests, immigration, cities that Andrew Sullivan, for example, says are places that my grandfather would not even recognize anymore as British. Like immigration is great.
Yeah.
Anything can be too much. And it's become Islamicized, to put it briefly.
Anything can be too much, but a lot of times the way that things are framed and represented is also amplified so that they can make their point.
But like, do you know about the what do they call it when they get kids to grooming, the grooming scandal?
No.
See, that's a big story.
This is in the UK.
Yes, that went on from like the 80s to the present, and it wasn't.
You're talking about the royal family.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about Pakistani men who were immigrants who were grooming poor, impoverished white girls, mostly in these things, and making them into prostitutes and sex slaves and like really nasty shit that would pass for more normal in a traditional Pakistani society where women are not considered equal citizens. And if you don't understand that, and that gender apartheid is the #1 issue that you woke people should be concerned with but seem not to be, then right away we're not really seeing the world as the same way. And I think I'm seeing it much more clearly.
Yeah, but
gender apartheid should be your #1 issue. If you really care about oppression, like a lot, I'm talking about hundreds of millions of the world's women. And it's mostly because...
No, people should be able to go in certain bathrooms and everything, things like that. But they care more about that stuff than other things that happen to women overseas.
Of the tenets of Islam, to be perfectly honest about it. And this is what's going on in England. And this is why England is having a big problem these days. Because in the interest of DEI, they are allowing practices that are so illiberal, which is the great irony. This is the least liberal thing you could be, is treating women as a second-class citizen and getting away with shit like this.
Yep. Nonsense. Got that one done. I don't want to listen to this person.
I would say, okay, so Antifa, my understanding is they are not happy with ICE. So let's break it down. What is ICE? ICE is Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. And so what is the purpose of ICE? The purpose of ICE is to make sure that only American citizens, not people that are here illegally in our country committing violent crimes against Americans, are not able to stay and commit other crimes. So I would argue personally, I support ICE, and I support ICE unabashedly and unapologetically. And in fact, here's my question to any Antifa that you may encounter. We had two girls in Long Island. Their names were Nisa Mickens and Kayla Cuevas. They were two young black teenage girls that, excuse my language, I know you're a minor, but they were murdered brutally by MS-13, a criminal illegal alien gang. My question to Antifa and people that don't support ICE is, where were you protesting on behalf of young black teenage girls murdered, innocent lives, stolen daughters? Where were you fighting for them, for Kate Steinle, for Laken Riley, for Jocelyn, all of these young girls that have been murdered by criminal illegal aliens? Why do you protest the people trying to protect women and not the people that are murdering women? And so again, unabashedly, I support ICE and stopping criminal illegal aliens from taking our daughters from us. And I humbly and firmly support ICE. So I hope that helps.
It was Ryland that did that video. This is interesting.
For me, it's pretty simple. You pay, you choose. I pay, the taxpayer, I choose. Milk, eggs, meat, produce, and fabric softener. Otherwise, get to work. Is that fair?
No.
No, that's not fair.
There should be some choice in that.
I don't think there should be any choice. Our soldiers get MREs and they have to pay for them. Why should someone who's able-bodied, choosing not to work, get anything better than our soldiers? Are you aware of so SNAP, because you mentioned this is true. If you go to Amazon, right?
All right.
SNAP EBT, okay, right here. So I pay taxes, right? And there are a lot of Americans who work and pay taxes, who are poor, low-income Americans, right?
Yes.
Not on SNAP. You get 50% off your Prime membership. You get unlimited groceries for $4.99 a month. Let me show you what's in the groceries. Lavazza coffee, $25. Rockstar, Ghost Energy. Hey, let's go down to snacks and treats. When you say choice, these are the choices right now that pre-filled pumpkin buckets of assorted Halloween candy. Does that seem like helping someone with a tough break? And how do we make the case to low-income Americans that they should fund that? Because they are.
Well, a lot of them have children.
Okay. So do the people paying taxes who are working for a living.
Okay. That's a fair
Right?
point.
I mean, because people say it's taken from the rich, given to the poor. And you look obviously very svelte, and I'm sure you know that obesity is a problem in the country. It doesn't affect you. Probably affects me more than you. I have some that I could lose. But the obesity rate for
He's just having a decent discussion.
income women in this country, okay, who are not on SNAP, 40%. You know what it is for those on SNAP? 57%. So working class Americans with kids not on SNAP, struggling, are paying to make other people fatter.
Hello.
Home again. Do you think about me now and then? Yeah. Do you think about me now and then? 'Cause I'm coming home again.
Gen Z getting smarter. I don't know what's going on with that. Crazy liberals. Okay, that's cool.
My neck, my back, my paycheck is whack. My neck, my back, my paycheck is whack.
This is a protest or Starbucks workers on strike. This is what they do when they're on strike, rather than use common sense and things like that. They dance ridiculously. Wow.
Was assault on a federal officer. This individual assaulted federal officers at a gas station about a mile away, and then engaged officers in a high-speed pursuit, failed to yield to our lights and siren. She traveled down this cul-de-sac here, came to a stop, and was arrested. That's what we know right now.
Thank you. Was it a protester or?
We don't know. At this time, we don't know.
Crazy protester if it was. Anyway, get the idea.
They got nowhere to go.
Portland Andy's so funny.
You're a fucking dumb bitch. Are you trying to have sex with me? Not so tough now, are you? Back up like this. Huh? It's my stream now, bitch. That's right. Keep rolling them. Keep rolling your fucking eyes. You're so fucking pathetic. Don't do me like that. You are so fucking pathetic.
For the person who stands there and does nothing to fight for your rights of people or something like that, who's the pathetic one?
Like that. You're pathetic. Like that. You know their hands are tied behind your back. You're not fucking tough. I'm not touching you, bro. You know they can't fucking do shit. Failure. You know they can't fucking do shit. God bless ICE. God bless ICE. God bless ICE. God bless. Deport all illegals. Nobody pushing me. Stand in here, dumbass. Trying to fool you, fucking motherfucker. Oh, you really want to touch me, huh? Yeah, somebody really wants to touch you. You're fucking delusional. Do it. What you gonna fucking do? We're signing Proud Boys. You feel good about that? Shut up. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Hang me? They would. You will? Talk to me. You will? They would. No, they won't. You'll talk to him, but you won't talk to me. You really want to get your weak. You are.
Imagine that leftist behavior is thinking that the right would do things like that to anybody.
God bless ICE. God bless ICE. God bless ICE. God bless ICE. God bless. Deport all illegals. Deport all illegals. Look at you guys gotta hold each other. You guys are so fucking traumatized.
I think those are things coming off of Portland Andy's thing where people pay stuff and they get sound effects coming off of there. So they're paying for those sound effects.
Queers.
Yeah, still doing good in the chat there. There's a few people out there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm just going over some late news here. Oh, not 9 minutes. 1 minute, 36 seconds. Okay.
Some Democrats, I can't tell you who they are. I just don't want to do that. It's not fair to them about paying large amounts of dollars back to the people. You know, this was my idea. It came up during that, you know, oftentimes in under times of stress, like the shutdown, you come up with great ideas that you wouldn't have thought of before. The insurance companies are making a fortune. Their stock is up over 1,000% over a short period of time. They are taking in hundreds of billions of dollars, and they're not really putting it back, certainly not like they should. So when I see this, and when I've seen this over the last pretty short period of time, I said, why do we just pay this money directly to the people of our country and let them buy their own health insurance? And you know, I made that statement, and I made it a little bit cavalierly, but it sounded good. And everybody has picked it up, including Democrats. And I am talking to some Democrats right now about doing that. People love it. We're going to take the money. Well, if it gets approved, we're going to take the money. We're going to pay it back to the people of our country to go out and buy health insurance. Now, they could put it in a health account. We can do it a lot of different ways. But they buy their own health insurance. They can negotiate price. And it's going to be locked so they can't go out and buy a Cadillac. They can go out and buy health insurance.
That's a good idea.
Program, but up until this administration and with President Trump's direct focus on this and making sure every taxpayer dollar is spent appropriately, we've never really had the opportunity to dig in. So we're going to be talking a lot more about SNAP reform. We've got a lot of people listening now, which is very, very helpful, and to take that program back to its original intent of helping those who are truly needy in our communities, but not to have a massive welfare benefit where so many people are taking advantage of it that shouldn't be. The problem is you have an extreme.
Nicely. Well said. Well said. I think we just watched that one. In other words, no, immigrants aren't welcome here. I don't have a solid opinion, so I'm just going to repeat this chant over and over again. That makes no sense. That's not really what you're actually saying. You're really saying illegal immigrants that crossed illegally and did illegal things on the way here should be welcome here, is what you're really saying. And you don't want your laws of the country you're in to be enforced. Very interesting. But if in Mexico, if somebody was doing bad things in Mexico, you would want those laws enforced. Is that what you're saying?
Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE!
Yeah, these guys, it's not going to help talking to the people that are getting paid by ICE. They make money. Telling them that doesn't do anything. You can go to the federal buildings, go to the Capitol building and things like that. Those are the people that pay ICE. Go to your congressmen. Those people there. That's where you'd want to go to talk to people about defunding certain things, not to the people that are actually doing their jobs. Usually most people have a brain enough to figure that out. If they wanted to put fear into you, they'd be putting fear into you right now. Even though you're probably protecting somebody who's not supposed to be here right now, which is basically impeding on a federal investigation. But they're going to let you get away with it because, it's a fascist country. Blah, 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 blah. Let's make noise. Blah, 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 blah. Block the road. Yeah, that makes sense. Charlotte, North Carolina, 20 hours ago. Wild, wild, wild. I might come back to that song or whatever. I think you guys know that song there, but let's come back to that song later. What was this about here?
You poor people.
Information voters. It's a shame. They're supporting Hamas. They want the destruction of Israel. That's what they're calling for. Genocide of the Israelis.
Free Palestine!
You're loud.
Free Palestine!
You're loud, but you're not right.
There's a genocide going on, sir. There's a genocide. Yes, there is. Look it up. Look it up.
I have. It's the very most unsuccessful genocide in history.
It's 200,000 people are dead. 200,000 people dead. I am Jewish and I think it's a genocide. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Yeah. If you're not a real Jewish person, it's not practicing. Calling people names like that. Oh wow. Disgusting. Disowned if you're a Jewish person.
We're here in downtown Portland, just outside the ICE facility, where protesters and counter-protesters are colliding for the second big night in a row. It had been a quiet week in front of the ICE facility, but many people
Richard going by on the camera.
flew in to protest tonight. This caused people on the anti-ICE
Hey, the chicken guy.
side to gather in numbers after they saw the conservative streamers taking on Portland. There's close to about 200
Hey, thank you for saying conservative, not necessarily MAGA. As some people use it as an insult.
people evenly split between pro-ICE and anti-ICE protesters. The anti-ICE protesters had inflatable costumes for people to wear throughout the night. Over in what has been deemed Patriots Corner, where Trump and ICE supporters are congregating, an inflatable Trump can be seen in response to the inflatable costumes. ICE officers were seen on the roof holding paintball guns as crowds began to get rowdy. At one
Like Pepperball.
point, over a dozen ICE officers came out to push the crowds back past the blue line painted on the ground. It truly has turned into the streamer protest. Almost every single person could be seen watching the protest through their phone.
Look at pretend media. Wow. I thought I was big.
While streaming it live for their followers. While these protests have been going on since October, Saturday and Friday night were definitely the busiest that they'd seen in weeks. From Portland, Oregon, I'm Amy Delora for Washington Examiner. It's the battle of the...
Wow, national news agency that reports the news. I think Patrick will skip that one. I'm just not sure about that.
What's awfully quiet about the Patriots corner down there, or whatever you want to call it.
I know. The commie corner.
Commie Tommy corner. Well, I heard you. I had your live going just as I was getting in my truck. I heard you talking about him and how. Yeah, I mean, with him getting all this notoriety and becoming famous with the MAGA crowd, why not run with it? I mean, he's making really good money.
It would be hard to say no to something like that.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he probably worked a minimum wage job most of his life, and then all of a sudden, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Rude pretend media. Crazy assumption there.
Well, he admits that he was in prison for 6 years.
Yeah.
So, I don't know when he got out. Let's say 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Yeah, it would be very difficult to find a decent job, after you've done
I mean, what he's doing
What if you got skills while you were in prison?
is shitty, and he's a crappy person. But if in his head he thinks that's right, it would.
Have you talked to him? I don't remember any interviews for 10 Media. You've been standing out there doing nothing but looking at the ICE building for the past month or so. Have you interviewed Tommy and asked him, what his morals and ethics are? Have you? No, you haven't. So where do you get off those assumptions?
I could see where he's coming from.
Well,
but
he seems like he is the, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a counselor, but I've had thousands of hours of psychiatry.
Spider Mike has had plenty of help with psychiatry. I can believe that.
Talking to me and counselors talking to me, but to me, he seems like he was a person in school that bullied people. He probably got bullied at home. Okay, maybe, I don't know. Maybe his dad beat him. I have no idea.
Usually how people end up being bullied.
Exactly. But he seems like he was a bully throughout school. Probably dropped out in the 9th grade, 10th grade. Fucked around all his life, breaking into homes.
Wow, these guys are psychoanalyzing somebody.
Got caught. Spent 6 years. Of course.
I comment about things I see and observe. Not assumptions based on nothing.
Becoming MAGA, it seems like they forget all your sins. So with him maybe he was MAGA the whole time.
What sins? If you went to prison, you paid the price from prison, got released. Next. I thought goodness, these people are so hypocritical.
But when it comes to stuff like that, they praise and they will hug somebody that comes out here and punches them in. So yeah, his
the one I saw or whatever that was just to the right of where the camera is was a self-defense situation. I haven't seen other videos or whatever, but from what I understand, it was all self-defense. So your point, Spider Mike?
Notoriety just went, pew!
Yeah. Oh, people like me all of a sudden.
So yeah, why not run with it, I guess. That's why I think I should just take a black block and just punch him, and then I'll be making all this money. Hey, you!
What a crazy situation. See what's going on with Kevin.
Right here. And I took a photo and I filmed it. I posted the photo, and what happened was a female impersonator, stood over and gave the person CPR. EMS came, the person lived. Okay, so I posted it. I got hundreds of hate comments saying, "How dare you call this person a female impersonator?" Right? That is literally what they are called. That is literally what they want to be called. And by the way, just because you're a female impersonator doesn't necessarily mean you're transgender. I mean, this is so obscene. These keyboard warriors who think they know everything. I was actually showing them respect by calling the female impersonator. That particular person actually sings at this club here. So seriously, just give me a break. It's obnoxious. I'm annoyed.
Keyboard warriors, yeah.
How obnoxious people are sometimes. I mean, this is just ludicrous. Again, people, female impersonator. That's what they are called. Thank you.
Good job, good job. Call them out when they say stupid things. Oh, you're being homophobic or something like that. That's what they call themselves.
Shorty was hot like a toaster. Sorry, but I had to fold her like a pornography poster. She showed her.
Yeah, I can dance better.
For a while, revamping, rebuilding. I think we've done a really good job of being focused for the past 5 years, focused internally, right? So they've done a really good job in the absence of most of the leadership. I'm out here. One of the reasons why I'm out here, well, one of the many reasons I'm out here is I want to encourage them to come out.
Revamping. Let's check out the song here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I like that one. I'm going to save that one there somehow. A little longer than this. I'm not going to get rid of that bookmark anyway. I guess somebody else's thing on it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and hanging out there. I saw a few people out there. 15 on X, 10 on YouTube. Wow, what are you guys doing up so late tonight? There's not a whole lot happening right now. 11 o'clock on my time, probably 2 o'clock on some of your times. Let's just double check and see what else there is to look at here. Let's go. Any late night news or anything like that? Black Rebel is, what's he up to tonight? Black Rebel's not a fan of Uber right now. Not sure what's going on with her. I don't care about that. Saw that one. Don't know what's going on there. Nice picture there. And no late news, it looks like there that I can see that's worth my time anyway. Well, Cam Higby 28 minutes ago. He's just reposting somebody else's thing there. Oh, let's see. Oh, he said, it sums it up. Apparently not welcome in my country. I also never confronted anyone, but was confronted by others several times. This person here, this is very Rittenhouse-esque, sticking out like a sore thumb in a place you aren't welcome, confronting people, then playing victim if something goes down. Like, what are you expecting here, but my guy? These people to start throwing flowers at you? They're out there just walking the streets of Dearborn, evidently. Did they do something bad to you? Rittenhouse stood at a car station, make sure people didn't break cars and bad things happened because the people he was anyway. What is wrong with society at this point? I never confronted anyone. Why should I not be welcome in my own country? Exactly. Anybody else have any opinions on that one? Probably not. Let's get more Scott Jennings here.
There's one elementary school in India. Your kid saying 6, 7, enough to make the phrase illegal?
Yes.
Well, there's one elementary school in Indiana that decided to do just that.
I'm going to
Probably
send
has
my
like a
kids to
laundry
your house
list.
for about 36 hours, and then you will send me back the list of words that will be banned.
Oh, you bring them over. Bring
This
them over,
brain
brother.
rot among these kids, the
Bring 'em
6,
over.
7, the Sigma, the whatever. Ban it all. I'm just telling you. Every parent out there knows all this stuff. It's terrible. So good for the school. So here's mine.
What the hell is Sigma?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what it is. They say it all the time. It's like they're inventing a new language.
As one does.
Okay, mine is this.
You don't have to be pressed to walk American streets. Just FYI. You can actually walk public American streets and not have to be pressed. It's okay to walk American streets. Just FYI.
Would you like to add a tip? I am so sick of being asked if I would like to add a tip by customer service kiosk where there's no human being standing there. These little machines are asking us to tip things all the time that we previously didn't have to tip in our culture. I'm happy to tip a good waiter, a good waitress at a restaurant. I don't need to. Where does the tip go? If I'm tipping a machine without a person standing there, who gets the tip? What computer
Do you
programmer
want to
gets
just have a wage that adds the tip on it?
I just want that to go
As
away.
some people have suggested.
Who gets the wage if there's no customer service
I
person?
know,
Who
I'm
gets
just
the
saying.
wages?
I mean, yeah, you're right. Like,
Terrible.
you go to the airport
Sick
and
of
you
it.
check out at a kiosk
Yeah.
and they're like,
I
would
paid
you like
Did he have a press badge that was given to him or anything like that that said he's an official press person? If he was and he was not pressed, that's bad. If you wear a word on your shirt, here, my shirt here, can you see it? Make it bigger for you here. See this? It says under God. It says God on my shirt, okay? See that? It says God on my shirt. Am I God? No.
to add a 20% tip? It's like, no.
Terrible.
No, sir.
Oh, am I one nation? Am I an entire nation? No, I'm not an entire nation. Nope.
Have you had enough of your kids saying 6, 7, enough to make the phrase illegal?
I don't think there's anything else going on here. This guy. I don't know what else is going on. Let's take this for instance, Stefar. If somebody had a shirt, scrolled up this video here. If this guy here, if somebody else wore the same thing he wore, the Border Patrol, and had a badge that said that he was Border Patrol and he wasn't Border Patrol, that's a federal offense. Somebody has the word press on their thing or something like that, that without any kind of paperwork, all that means is the word press. Somebody can assume that they're press or assume that they're not press, but that does not mean that they have a journalist degree or something like that, or that they were have the okay to be in an area that's only for journalists. You understand this? Is this understandable yet? And in a lot of cases, you know, he works with Frontlines and everything as a journalist, and he gets credentials as a journalist for certain events. I don't know about the event that he was at now, but when he's given those credentials, then yes, he does become press at that point there. Crazy people. You must not have been watching the protest or something, Tavar. You must not have been watching the protests at all. Anyway, what else is going on? Not a whole lot right now. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. He usually has some good takes, but I don't want to watch 3 minutes of that right now. Any other short videos to see what's going on in the news? Crazy liberals. Not a whole lot right now. 48 minutes I've been on. Anybody else out there in the chat? Well, a few people on Twitter popping in to stream or whatever. If you guys are watching on Twitter, just say hi in Twitter. I see you can see the numbers go up on Twitter or something like that. You can just say hi in the Twitter chat real quick, just to say that, hey, Mr. Bill, I saw you. Just checking in. You don't have to go in and out on Twitter and just say, oh, Mr. Bill's live, and then go to the next thing or whatever. You know, you can actually click in there, say, hi, Mr. Bill. Can I watch you on YouTube? But anyway, there's not a whole lot else going on. I just thought I'd pop in and see what's going on up in here. Try to do another show tomorrow. I don't know if I'll head over to Portland or not. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. That's just the other thing. Nothing else going on. No protesters. Yeah, these wonderful people here. You know. Oh, that's all. They can only throw out one word for some reason. There's only one word they know to try to get a reaction that's has no basis in fact. Anywho, thanks for watching. How are real press? Define the official way that all press are supposed to be out there. Please let us know how all real press. Evidently, there's a one way to be a press person out there. What's that one way every press person has to be, in your opinion, to our? Well, is there a certain? Everybody has to do it a certain way. What's this magical way that all press people are supposed to behave? And he doesn't agitate when he simply is going out there, filming and asking questions. Hey, may I go across the sidewalk here? It's a public sidewalk. May I go through the sidewalk? If that's agitation to you, you have a very different definition than agitation to anybody else out there. But anyway, I appreciate the jibber jabber. Well, actually, if you wanted to annoy somebody, I'm going to raid you to somebody else you can annoy with stupid questions. Okay, let me find you somebody here. If you want to, EOD is live here. Let me send you over there. He likes stupid questions. Hold your horses. Ask your stupid questions somewhere else here. But evidently, there's only one way that people can behave as a press person. And Tafar knows exactly how that way is, supposedly, is pretend media. If you know who he is in Portland, is he the correct way of doing it? Sort of insulting and making opinions without any kind of knowledge about other people, like you saw earlier about Tommy Boy. Is that how the press person is supposed to behave? Oh, I just checked out the. Thank you for answering that poll question, guys. I appreciate that. It's getting late. Let's see who's out there to raid potentially. I think EOD was live. Yeah, there he is. He'd love to have your input over there. Okay, so let's see if there's anybody else worth. Not him. Not him. Not him. Not him. I already did him. Yeah, go to EOD. Where do we at there? You're stating facts. You're saying that Cam Higby was agitating people by asking questions. How is a question, and that's probably the most agitating question he asked anybody is, may I walk across the sidewalk? And they wouldn't let him walk across the sidewalk. How is that an agitation in civilized society? Please let me know how asking somebody if they can walk across the sidewalk, a question, an agitation. Yes, that's why you asked a stupid question, thinking that's agitation. Seriously. I'm not mad at you, Tafar. Thank you for popping in anyway, but thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. I should play more music next time when I do this. I'll have that background music. I should have the background music on. Oh, a total of 50 things. 36 Twitter things, 12 people on YouTube, and 2 on Twitch. That was cool. Mostly this is a test stream. I'm testing other things out here, but I should have tested the music options too. But the sound was okay though, Tafar. Hopefully the sound worked out good for you. One thing I might do tomorrow is grift or whatever, if you will, to get more people on my Twitter. I'll do a Twitter space. I'll open the Twitter for people to talk to me over on Twitter. And so a chit chat on Twitter about news or something like that. Just to kind of get people to follow the Twitter, because I'd like to do more of those Twitter spaces and get some of the streamers over there and do little Q&As and things like that. I do, but not at 2 a.m. 11 p.m. my time. But yeah, speaking of debates or whatever, I don't know if you're from that community or whatever, but I'm in this adjacent community here, the live stream community, anti-Antifa community, if you will, whatever you want to call it. That kind of stuff there. But I'll send you over to somebody in the debate community here. You might be crazy for some other reason, but usually when I say stuff like that, I don't mean you're actually crazy. I'm just memeing. But anyway. Oh, you're calling me a weirdo. Okay, maybe you're trying to get me back for calling you crazy or whatever. But anyway. So I'll stop talking. Chill out.